Say something. It's Tekken 7, the fighting game that revolutionized the PlayStation 4 generation. A new era of 3D fighting game is upon us. News is breaking every day about Tekken 8. Closed alpha tests are being launched around the entire globosphere. So we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to journey to the story of the Mishima Saga and learn the precursor to our past so we can move forward into the future. The future of fighting games, the second coming, the 2011 era sequel, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken 8. Let's check some quick options first. Story difficulty is at a maximum. And the sound is at a, well, it's pretty big. I kind of like it big. But we got to turn it down. No big deal, though. Subtitles are off. Subtitles are very off. Options are very saving. I think that's it. I think I'm ready to go. Mishima Saga. Level 3 for beginners. I'll do medium. I'll do nice medium. Why not embrace challenge? Alright, Tekken 7 story mode. I've never done this or seen this. So let us begin. Let us begin! Let us begin! Oh my fucking god. Did I not say no subtitles? Did I not fucking say no subtitles? Now, am I a moron? Is this Japanese? I mean, what does the translation mean? What's it mean? Subtitles, no subtitles. Saving. Fucking can't get anything done right here. What about the game? You remember that saving. Alright, let's try again. Mishima Saga. They're probably gonna have them on no matter what. Motherfucker. Alright. Tekken 7. Stirrings of Destiny.
I remember receiving my first letter from my son a few years back. Scribbled on it were the words, "I love you." I was so happy I cried. At the time, I believed that love was all anyone needed.
Was this the beginning of Fallout 4?
For some years now, I've been investigating a certain father and son, and I managed to get a hold of the first letter the boy wrote to his father. It said, "Father, one day, I will tear you to pieces."
So one of the things that I saw in the Tekken 8 trailers is that apparently Asuka is, she's not a Mishima, but she's a Kazama, right? I didn't know that she was related to Jin in any way. Damn! I like Kazuya in this. So there's no subtitles in the Japanese language, but English. Oh my god, dude. Let's see if we can fucking wave dash on this shitty DualSense. I don't mean to be like that, but I don't know how suitable the DualSense is going to be for big fighting games. It's kind of low. Am I wrong to say that it's low? Assists. What, I gotta beat him up? It's training mode? Oh no. Sniping doing it. That's right, doing electric. Damn, 10 string? It's more like 20 string. Okay. I don't know any Tekken lore. I played Tekken 3 on the PlayStation 1 in the 90s, before the internet was born. And I probably started tuning in around Tekken 6 and definitely Tag 2. back in that 2010, 11, 12 era. Um, the fighting game renaissance. But as far as the story is concerned, I don't know nothing. Like Harang King, Brian, Jin, Nina. Who are some of the other characters you can name? As far as, you know, how this all plays out, I got no clue. I like that I'm kind of, you know, retraining myself on fighting games by revisiting all these story modes. This wasn't really something that was talked about when Tekken 7 came out. I guess people were so hyped about the actual game. Some of the most legendary players came out of the woodwork and, you know, got released from jail so they could play this. No one was really talking like excited about a story mode. They were really just hyped about a new single character Tekken, not a tag game. And everybody was playing it. And arcades really enjoyed it. I missed the whole Tekken 5, Tekken 6 era. Even like Soul Calibur around that time in the mid to late 2000s.
As leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu,
Wasn't really following 3D fighting games. Kind of longing for 2D ones.
He sent the human race to hell, all so he could save it. Fear and hatred enveloped the globe, filling it with despair. Just as Jean predicted, Earth's despair awoke Azazel, an ancient beast sealed deep underground because of its threat to humanity.
Azazel.
Jean defeated Azazel in battle.
So then what's the relation to Ogre and True Ogre?
But could the world really be considered
I didn't know that Tekken was about unleashing
The war that Jean
Monster Hunter.
has now evolved into a battle between the Mishima Zaibatsu and G Corporation.
G-Corp.
One which has kept the wheels of turmoil spinning day after
So Jin runs Kazama Corp?
It's winner take all, and the prize is world domination. Jean, the one who started it,
Jean.
has gone missing in the Middle East.
G-E-A-N.
His whereabouts remain unknown, but his disappearance
America's greatest export. Jeans.
Corp's favor.
Area E2031にて救難信号を受信。国連軍のヘリからと思われます。
Perfect translation.
我々が数日前まで当地を捜索していたエリアの近くです。
Increase surveillance. If a UN soldier so much as sneezes, I want to know.
了解。近隣の町もチェックさせます。
The UN. What about MI6? I guess Ed and Harada, they're like really into developing the stories for these games, and like that's really what they're doing, writing the stories between these characters. I love, man, no subtitles in the Japanese, but you'll put it on the English cutscene. Son of a bitch. I guess it's a, you know, you got to remember Tekken is a Japanese game. I think that these guys, these directors, they spent a lot of time writing the character stories and less time designing the game. I mean, they probably have a big hand in what they want the game to be like if they're directing it.
Still eludes me. That day, I was reporting from a battlefield, gathering news about the war to bring to the world. When I headed back to the
I keep
barracks,
wanting to skip, and then I remember
message
this
was
is the
waiting for
game.
me. I was dumbstruck.
I'm downloading that Wild Hearts trial as well, so
How could
we
my
got that to look
hometown
forward to.
have come under attack?
My hometown.
When I returned, nothing was as I remembered. The roads used to be quiet, hardly a car in sight. But now tanks and armored vehicles line the streets like an iron wall. Though it was noon, a thick fog of ash enveloped the sky in darkness.
This is not exciting.
The blackened trees, the burning ground,
Ugh.
the pungent, burnt air.
Maybe fighting games don't need story mode.
The place I once called home.
I felt
was
that even
now
with
just an
MK11.
action field.
I kept wanting to skip the story and
And
get to the
streets
game, and then you
echoed
remember,
with
wait a
the
minute, the
memories
game is a
of
fighting game.
Children and delivery trucks.
I don't know.
Every
The
morning
one that I would
I
love to
walked
revisit
through
is
town.
something I can't access, Mortal Kombat 9.
That day, my old
That
life ended.
day. To replay that story mode. Because that kind of told like the legacy of Mortal Kombat.
Hatred grew inside me.
Do you think a lot of people have been, yes, definitely, keeping up with Tekken or MK or these franchises since number one? They know the story like the back of their hand. They read all the wikis every day. No life signs. I don't know anything about this. I don't know, Mishima from Kaibatsu. Is there some new anime fighting game coming out? Oh, Grand Blue Rising. I've been trying to revisit old fighting games that are on PS4.
Who's there?
To see if I could practice playing them with a DualSense, if I really like this D-pad or not. That's why I kind of almost want the next Mortal Kombat to be on PS4 so I could use a PS4 controller. That's kind of close-minded. Tekken's going to be on PS5 only. That's kind of why I'm glad I have this. It's like, oh, now 2 years in, you can't regret your purchase. Because it's like, well, Tekken 8's going to be PS5 only. For compared to PS4. I guess you could play on PC and use whatever you want. That's true.
Catch him, quick.
But then your PC's got to be able to run it. How well can people's PCs run Unreal 5 games? It's not really a matter of having, you know, a 4090. It's a matter of, is the game optimized to run on anybody's PC? I mean, look at, what's his name? Alex Battaglia on Digital Foundry. having a nervous breakdown every time a PC game comes out. There's no DSLR. What do they call it? He's like the chromatic aberration, just tears streaming down his face.
Oh, what a pain in the neck.
Crying over PC specs. Oh god. No, he wasn't really crying. I'm just saying. It's so funny. Yeah, sure, stress. It's just stress. Yeah, sure. Oh god. So then what, is that how everybody feels about PC gaming now? Anyway, it's on Tekken 7. This game's got really good stages and really good music. So then I wonder if a lot of people decided to get into Tekken 7 now, after watching it for 6 years. Now that Tekken 8's coming out, they want to play. Oh, nice quick time event, huh? Crouch in it. What is this? What is assisting? L1 is bring this menu up. Boy, I got a lot of stuff to say about that. Anyway, this kind of looks like Final Fantasy. It's got that What do you want? He grenaded my throw. I keep hitting L1 like I'm trying to do a light kick. What is, oh, they want me to block. Is that it? What is assists? R2, L2, L1. They just want me to block, or do I gotta beat them all? Alright, there we go. Frozen. He won, he's hyped. It's got that very metal anime look. Like a Final Fantasy game. It's like a burning hole in my screen. I like how it keeps looking upward. So, is it... We'll never know the story because there's no subtitles.
What now, Heihachi Mishima?
It's like Heihachi's story. When do I get to play? I don't want to watch. Oh, damn. Let's see if I'm good enough. Oh, and Tekken's gonna have way more. I was thinking about that. Tekken's gonna have way more mids than lows, so you kind of want to default to stand blocking. That's kind of interesting. What can you do after that? Stomp, I guess. Jesus, I'm getting fucked up. How come I can't block out of that? Imagine playing this on an arcade stick. Oh no, she got her life back. We all have rage. Rage arts. Rage arts can be performed with the touch of a button. Oh shit, nice throw. Fucking, you caught me with the reading display. Is she gonna fucking death cradle me? Come on. I'm trying to hit confirm this rage art. She's getting pissed. Oh no. What is this, well, it was too late now. It whiffed. Nice fucking rage art. She's blowing Sindel on me. What is that? It's just a fucking... I've gotten hit by every one, but I swear to God, I've stood and blocked at least half. That might be punishable. A stand jab. There's no throw there. There was no throw there. I'm not good at button macros. I'm trying to slam them both on the face buttons. Yeah, she delayed it. She delayed it to catch the punch. She's like leaning backward to maybe I should put this down on easy. I gotta do it again. Hey, I'm gonna where's the options menu to fucking return to story mode or resume? Where's the option menu to put this to fucking very easy so we can blitzkrieg through this? Because I'm kind of already bored. Oh, wait a minute, I found an unbeatable strategy. No. What about a get-up kick? Look at that, I'm holding back. That's right, I'm just gonna get her back blown out. I still don't know what they mean by that. Perform a rage art. Nope. Perform a rage art. Nice tutorial. Shitty fucking fighting game. And you wonder why people don't want to play. Maybe I'll do this. I'll do this. Oh, easy mode. They have that here. Dude, I got a lot to say about this easy mode shit. Just a story tutorial is one thing. But, what is this shit? A story tutorial is one thing, but a versus mode is another. Rushed. He jumped again. Well, this is gonna go nowhere. I think what we need to do is, we need to turn this down to very easy. This is a new character unlocked. Select story mode difficulty. Very fucking easy. Alright, chapter 1. Switch to character episode. What does that mean? Character episodes with Fang and Law. Cleared. Let's do chapter 1.
If there were demons in this world, what form would they take? The answer to that question still eludes me.
Did I see this?
That day, gathering new when I returned.
Let's skip. Skip movie. Skip movie. He dodges with forward. What are these basic combos? Oh, cause it's, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute, my controls are different. Oh man. Wait, this doesn't work. My controls are different. Look, he's not doing the right... Oh my god! Oh my god! I just wanted the AI difficulty toned down. I don't want fucking... I don't want fake buttons. Alright, well. Now I'm just mashing. But now wait a minute. Now I'm just mashing. You see, this is what I'm talking about with easy modes. when it eliminates the true purpose of the game. Okay, hang on. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. So there's two things that need to happen. There's two things that... One, a game needs to satisfyingly bring out challenge in you. It needs to activate you, engage you. And it needs to make you think, like, oh, I'm being challenged and I like this. I want to learn. I want to perform and execute. It's fun to try. I can do it. I like doing it. And so I'm learning about all the components of the game, attacking, blocking, any mechanics, and I like using them. And then the second tier is, okay, I'm getting frustrated, I'm getting annoyed. I kind of just want the story. It needs to kind of move forward now. And so you want to tone the difficulty down, right? You want start with the default difficulty that brings out the challenge in you. And then if you get a little frustrated, like I did with Ghost of Tsushima, you just tone it down and it becomes fun again, right? You want to turn it down when frustration sets in. And you want to step into the challenge otherwise. So when you see this, well, this is a completely different scenario than what I just fucking played. Because this isn't a basic combo. I think if he didn't give me a fake move list, I wouldn't mind. But you would still just mash for the story. Look at this! Am I still gonna lose? Cause you're not playing seriously. You're not playing correctly. Look, just do it. Oh my god, one button combos. Oh no, wall combo. But is that shame on them for not teaching combos? Is it shame on them for not teaching combos, or is it shame on a fighting game where combos are the way to get damage and they're necessary? How do you learn when you don't know what you need to learn? Do you watch? You watch tutorials? Made by who? All the top 8 players, all the first place players. I'm gonna be honest, that was boring. Mashing 2. Hey, this sucks. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Having to turn it down to easy button mode. No subtitles. This fucking sucks, dude. I can't understand you. Alright, well, this was a disaster. What else do I want to say? Oh, L1 to bring up that fucking heads-up display camouflage. I'm firmly against it.
Just now.
I'm firmly against it. The idea that you can... I don't really care about switching between button modes.
Why on earth
I just want to
would
speak
the tournament
specifically
now
about
like this?
flashing a heads-up display on the screen. One, it's constantly distracting, flipping it on and off. And two, it covers your own character. I guess if you're on that side. And it acts as like a camouflage against your opponent. So you could be standing there blocking and just mashing L1 and flashing this heads-up display over top of you. And they're going to have to think, like, is he doing an animation? Is he blocking high or low? Is he doing a low? I can't see him. And you're never mind switching in and out of this easy mode combo scheme. I think it should not be allowed in tournaments.
From my drab room, I just stared.
I wouldn't mind if it had like an icon up by the health bar to indicate, oh, he switched control schemes. But the idea itself is cheating. It's cheating.
Who torched my hometown? The Mishima Zaibatsu? Or was it G Corporation? With the war submerged in chaos,
Who could tell?
In the darkness, a fellow reporter visited me and offered me a ray of
The war between two private companies?
expose on G.
Not even... So the military-industrial complex is just fighting itself? G-Corp versus Mishima
It
Zaibatsu.
appeared that they had the public on their side.
They're not even governments.
People believed that the Zaibatsu had started the war. So it was only natural that they saw G-Corp as their saviors. However, my reporter friend came into my hotel and, barely able to contain his excitement, presented me with the picture. It revealed G-Corp's
Jackass.
conflicted with their public image.
Oh boy.
The picture shed light on the incident that
This
had
fucking
occurred
sucks.
only a few months.
Slow anime cutscene and bad fighting game AI. Oh my god. Do we need better AI in fighting games? Well, I mean, it's good enough. Can't beat it. What do you think the issue is? They're fun for people who already know how to play, who then are willing to be bad at a new fighting game because they know how to play fighting games. What happens when people want to have... I mean, why is it that a platform game like Smash Brothers is pick up and play? No combos, you just learn the buttons for your character. Playing and executing is easy, and you know the buttons for your character. This has a very Tekken 3 vibe. It always has very bouncy music. Uh-oh. Jack Army. What? He gets his free hits? Oh my god. Oh my god, the damage. The damage and the combos. But now you're not learning his move list, you're just mashing. Basic combos. This is bullshit. You should not do this. And it's not fun. Now what's happening here? All I want is it's like when I'm in a cutscene, all I want is a game. And then when I'm in the game, all I want is the cutscene. Oh no. Well, this has been a disaster. There's a reason I never played this game and I just watched it for 6 years. What is he doing? This is like Tekken Force Mode, where it's just a total goofball. I hope there's nothing like that. I hope they just focus on the game itself. But he's getting health back. I think the only problem I have is the fake move list. Can I adjust that? Move list. No, I can't. Give me brain dead AI with the real move list. Always do that tongue roll thing. Again, I'm holding back to block out of the cutscene. Oh my god. This is bullshit. You get interrupted a lot. I think people get frustrated with that. You would think that people get frustrated by not knowing how to move. But I think it's that they press an attack and it gets interrupted and you're like, what the fuck? And look, you can't even just do like a crouch jab because he's got to come up this way. This kind of looks like that Street Fighter 4 stage. I just want a 1-2 jab. This is not good. You're doing all these big combo moves. The AI's got to just stand there and take it. Oh yeah, and getting jumping. Do you think that they should take jumping out of 3D fighting games? Except for hold a button and jump, right? Like Soul Calibur, hold block and jump. Virtual Fighter, hold an attack and jump to do a jump attack. I think people between stepping up, jumping, side walking, double tap and hold. I don't know, man. I'm not a designer. You see the frame of the wooden stage. They were saying it's difficult making stages because you can't take a base model. All of the lighting is like has to be hand done. What am I fucking watching here, dude? He's happy. Ugh. This is some Looney Tunes shit. Oh, Kazuya! I can't understand you! No subtitles.
It all started
Except here, dude! What is this?
At the time, the media reported it as an unfortunate accident.
This is like an Eastern joke on the West.
When strange truths began to come to the light, things didn't
Began to come to the light. This sucks.
After the explosion came the deaths of a number of executives. The newspapers put it down to a
Maybe I'm just too American.
series.
I liked Code Vein. I liked that game.
But the truth was far more sinister. In reality, an attempt by G Corporation to take out one of their own had failed. And the man they
Huge fire reported suspected case of arson. Oh.
The missed target's name was Kazuya Mishima. After disposing of the guilty parties without so much as dirtying his hands, Mishima began to manipulate G Corporation from the shadows.
So G-Core and Zaibatsu don't like each other, huh? That seems to be the story every cutscene.
A serious marksman? It says here they're based in Italy. A society of exorcists who've historically held influence throughout Europe. What are you planning this time?
Society of Exorcists.
世界を掌握するためには和也を倒すだけでは意味がない世界中の夜の味方につけねばならん
What?
Surely you can't be serious,
Mishima. Ayachi?
G 社のトップがデビルであることが
No. Ah. They do that shit.
その格好の宣伝の場となるじゃろ
I like the flamenco guitar in the background. That tells me more of the story than anything he could say. Oh, that's the symbol. That's the Mishima. See that symbol? It's serious business. Nice frame rate.
Raiding their HQ for not returning your calls? You're quite the negotiator.
打って響かぬならねじ伏せるまで当然の対応じゃ
If you say so.
If you say so. Remember Soul Calibur 2's story mode? This sucks. Hey, I'm sorry, I call it like I see it. MK is way better than this. This is some goofball shit, dude. What are you even telling me here? It's like too bombastic and there's not enough going on in terms of the drama between the characters. What is he speaking Italian? Claudiola! Non declinato. Non declinato.
Siamo sempre stati indipendenti.
It's like a French Spanish, you know, de Gaulle, French de Gaulle. I like the big pillar in the middle of the fucking camera. Take a film course, you devs.
Se è così, dovrò escogitare un'altra
Scusi, Scuginato. He got the tattoo on his face. I fucking dodged it. They shot that before it even said fight. Duck down. All right. What is stepping? That's the thing. Is a big confusing thing. Sometimes you press down, and then sometimes you tap down. I tapped it. Sometimes you tap down. Stop it for a second. and then sometimes he does it, and sometimes you hold it. You press and hold down, and he ducks, right? And then you tap it, and then he ducks, and then you got to double tap and hold. I think noobs can't get a hold of this. And why would it be important to sidestep and then continue to walk? He did an armor move on it. He ducked a one-button electric. Oh my god! See, it's gonna confuse noobs even more. It's gonna confuse noobs even more. I did the one-button power move and it didn't work. Oh no! I stepped it too early. What is Dark Souls? You gotta delay roll catch. Face up, face down. This is 69. French Guiana. Oh my god, Power Crush, armor move. All these mechanics get annoying after a while. Just let me go back to Street Fighter 2. Oh no. Oh my god. You can't roll up off the ground. He's got auto combos too. I'm on easy mode. I'm on easy mode. Let me do it. Let me do it raw. Caught him starting another move too late. There you go. This is fucking Looney Tunes shit, dude. This is not the... It's... Normal mode was the real fighting game. This is absurd. This would... And the problem is, this would not teach anyone about fighting games or Tekken. I don't know about Tekken, and I know this ain't it. Who the hell is that, he said. Seemingly boomingly. I heard him say, he told him to Google something. No, I'm supposed to be learning the story. They're speaking different languages. Oh my god. That's impressive they can understand all that. Seemingly boomingly. And then he told him to Google something. Scusi. Tekken is an international game.
Day in, day out, I found myself at the library, poring over
We're blitzing through this.
company directories, history books, you name it. I scavenged them all, looking for anything I could find on G Corporation's.
Those are all the people moving around him, and he's just standing right there at his desk.
Familial links to the Mishima Zaibatsu.
Everybody thinks he works
The
there.
truth had to be revealed, even if it meant doing so alone. The Mishimas were warriors, hailing back as far as the Taira and Minamoto eras. With the advent of World War, they capitalized on the increased military demand. During my research, I came across two significant names. The first was Jinpachi Mishima,
Jinpachi.
head of the
So who do you
Mishima
think is going to
clan
come back?
during
I
the
want to see
War of
Ancient
Conflict,
Ogre.
and reacted accordingly
From
against
Tekken
the
3.
organization's military expansion by
Green and gold, that's what I wanna see.
family's legacy solely to Marvel.
Double axe kick.
However,
Wave dash. That's what I
all
want.
that changed when Heihachi wrested control of the family helm, proceeding to rename the organization the Mishima Zaibatsu.
Tekken's got a weird, like, rubbery feel
As
to
its
it.
head,
It's got these...
Heihachi
It's not floaty at all.
seized
You
the
feel all the
reputation
three-dimensional joints in the character. Kind of like
which brings us to
extending
the
out.
second name, Jin Kazama.
Really
Seizing
blasted
control
into each
from
other.
Heihachi,
I'm eager to see how
reigned over his empire
Unreal
for
5
several
runs
years.
on a PS5 and
He was also
feels
the
the
one
play.
who started this damn war,
Come on.
which took everything from him.
My biggest fear is
I dreamed of one day killing him with my bare hands.
well, I guess I don't have any fears about Tekken 8. I think that Tekken 8 is cool because I'm not super invested as like a competitive Tekken player. I might even get Street Fighter 6, but you know, I'll probably get it and check it out. But the one I'm really invested in is MK. Who knows how that's going to turn out?
So che il suo
Just have
demone
to see.
interiore supera perfino quello di Kazuya.
Might start playing anime games.
Un momento. Che fosse lui.
Do you know something?
Hanno riferito che un essere disumano è
Speaking
apparso
French,
in
Italian,
suo
and she's like, "Do you know anything?"
人間とは思えぬか。確かに奴は得体の知れぬ化け物じゃ。
So that means
awesome.
Gene is...
Yeah, explain it to me. This is the difficulty mode. Trying to understand what he's saying. He's buried underground.
En route to the United Nations HQ. Roger that.
Kind of like MGS. Anytime you see a helicopter. Oh yeah, I was thinking of playing Death Stranding off stream. And Skyrim. I never played that game either. This game's catalog's got a lot of bangers. Who's that? Is that? Oh, that's Jin. I like Jin in this game, and I like Nina and Brian. And then kind of switched to Kazuya. I think I'm gonna try Kazumi now. Kazumi kind of has like some of the, you know, very strong pokes, very fast and safe, and you know, kind of decent movement. It's not like Nina's got that fucking backsway. Nina's got a lot of junk in the trunk, but Kazumi can kind of float around. I think you're supposed to think that Jin is like a really cool guy, even without all that bondage gear. But I thought Jin was with G-Core, or maybe Kazuya took it over. So it's Kazuya versus Heihachi. I guess Street Fighter never really put a big emphasis on story mode, but now that they're gonna have this like story adventure game, that's kind of what I want to play it for. Alright, we use the law. See, again. Oh my god, what? He has a gun? But what if this, like, makes any sense? Fake buttons and a weak enemy? I don't know. Remember Soul Calibur 2's story mode? It was like that adventure. It's kind of like Nioh's level select. And you had all the, it was like legitimate fights and then these challenge fights, like beat a bunch of guards or win with only throws, something like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And Virtua Fighter 4's quest mode. Because it's like I don't feel like I'm playing Lars. This is the kind of thing that players want, I guess. They just want to mash buttons and see random stuff happen. I don't play games that way. I don't want to visually see something. I want to think about, like, making a decision and then performing that action. It's a coincidence that it's a button press. It's like, what action do I want to do? Let me run over here, shoot this, climb this, swing this attack. And it's like, I want to try this to see if it works. The laser lights. This really sucks because I'm not playing the real game, and I can't understand the story. He has a square steering wheel. I think the Aston Martins have something like that. They're like a hexagon. I guess some Formula 1s have that figure 8 design. It's like that rectangle design too. Whatever, you didn't ask.
Lars?
Scusi.
Things just got a whole lot more complicated.
I like only hearing Nina's side of the conversation.
One step ahead.
It's poignant.
Ma se l'essere disumano in Estremo Oriente non era Jin, chi era? O cosa era?
Halliburton. I think those are jets, not missiles. Maybe I'm wrong. Is that Akuma? Speaking of Akuma, I've been playing Street Fighter 4 even. That's on the game's catalog too. I think it's good to just kind of go back to fighting games, not to like. I think to just sort of get some classic training in.
Life she and Heihachi had led together. But it confirmed that Heihachi was Kazuya's father and Kazumi his mother. That's when I realized something shocking. The year Heihachi seized control from Jinpachi and established the Zaibatsu was the same year
This fucking
his
story
wife
reads like a
Kazumi had
Wikipedia
died,
article.
and Kazuya had fallen from
This fucking sucks!
terrible injuries.
There's not even cutscenes. Boy, kudos to NetherRealm. Yeah, Warner Brothers really knows how to do it. I was thinking about Gotham Knights also. That game was fun.
We have a handle on Heihachi Mishima's movements. It appears he is conducting a thorough search for Jin Kazama.
So it all just revolves around these three guys in the same family. That's kind of.
作戦の準備を
Well, I guess Jin's. I don't know how they fucking relate. I'm supposed to be following for 7 games now. Come on. Are you ever gonna play June back? I've been waiting since Tekken 4. Oh, come on, dude. I guess it's good that you have customers that span the
Frustration
generations.
become a part of my
I feel like you should be aiming and sell, because old fans are gonna buy it no matter what. I feel like you should be selling to new customers that are young, like 10 to 20, that have disposable income and they have time on their hands and they want something fun, and it's new to them. You have to sell to customers where it's new to them. You can't, like, they don't know your other product. You can't rely on that.
He said before making his way to the exit. The way he stared at me from the door let me know that he wanted me to follow.
And besides, as far as like the story, like,
Hypnotized.
people who know how to play already want to jump in and play.
As we left the restaurant,
So you got to introduce the story and the game mechanics to new players and onboard them. Yeah, you got to onboard them to the story just as much as the game. Whoa.
Excellent. 助けた恩を蹴りで返すとはとんだじゃじゃ馬ぶりだ。
助けた。うん。ここは。私はなぜここに。
記憶システムがまだ正常でないようだ。
不審者を確認。排除します。
Something about this is freaky deaky.
やれやれ。手荒なことはしたくないのだがね。
Oh, I guess you're supposed to just stand there rather than just... Look at this sick combo I'm doing that does no damage with one button. Li Chaolan. Well, her head's gone. She's like, that's like Vega, you gotta pick it up. I think they're just gonna get... I think new players are gonna get frustrated if an intermediate player can block an auto combo like that. You know, it probably just starts, you know, high, nothing spectacular. And it's like, I don't get it, I'm doing the combo and not landing it. Because they're not thinking like, oh, all I have to do is land a stand jab. They're thinking, like, they're not thinking about using a normal in an appropriate, at an appropriate time, controlling space. They're thinking about, let me just do a style combo, how come it doesn't work? And then an intermediate player blocks it and punishes them, and then the new player is still going to get frustrated. I think at least if you know what you lacked, it's like, I don't know what move to do, I don't know how to move around. This guy's doing all these moves on me. Well, let me try and learn what moves my character has. I like this move. How does it work? How come it's not working? When will it work? Where will it work? I need to block that. I need to move around a lot. And it's like, yeah, it takes 100 matches, but you should be accumulating knowledge every play session. I guess they don't want that. How can you say, I want I want to dive deep into a game and spend a long time playing it. When you have to start out by losing, you can't win right away. And you're like working to learn how to play, and then working to play in order to win. And then once you win, is that where the experience comes? Whereas like in a Smash Brothers game, it's like, oh, let me pick Samus. Wow, look at this blaster, look at this missile. Like, you kind of get the fun immediately. And a lot of, I don't know, a lot of easy beginner fighting game players, I feel like the beginners have more of an open mind than maybe someone who is intermediate and thinks they know fighting games. Because they're going to think they have a strategy and just apply it, like, answer A, answer A, answer A. And anytime it doesn't work, they don't think, why didn't that work? They think, that was supposed to work. Oh, and they, like, scrub away the situation. They don't think, hey, maybe answer A is wrong this time. I gotta do something else.
As a child, Lee had been adopted.
This fucking story is boring.
So he knew Kazuya.
Man, these easy button modes, it takes away the actual game of Tekken and a fighting game.
I listened intently, excited about this new breakthrough. Lee's knowledge went beyond that of any article I had read. What he said next, though.
So I'm playing as a journalist?
He continued.
His blood is cursed the Mishima household. It's some new open MRI.
マスターだった風間陣の命令である男の人と戦ったことを覚えてるんです。それまでにたくさんの
Do you feel like when a new action game comes out, there's a lot of pressure to... I feel like this weird sense of pressure with action games, like it's stressful. You gotta learn, you don't have to do anything. Like, prepare to die. It is going to challenge you to fight and win and not die, and it seems like there's a lot of pressure and stress to like, oh, here we go again, another action game. Gotta learn how to play this. I think even tough action games can do a better job like making the character that you play as feel powerful and the attacks feel big and powerful and fun. Like, you gotta feel like I'm at least playing as a strong character, not a weak character against these strong enemies and bosses. This is fucking boring. Maybe if I knew what they were saying. Oh my god. It's like it's slow. Put me to sleep. Just tear gas. Want to play Injustice 2 story mode? All of a sudden she's a Gundam Wing. This is so boring because of this fake button list. Like, and that's how it would feel in an arcade. You put a quarter in and you just mash buttons and something weird happens. It's like, well, that was it. You want to do it again? No. I don't know what kind of a psychopath would stand in an arcade with quarters and spend a long time learning that game. I mean, that is so absurd to me. As opposed to just being like, why don't you just let me buy it and sit at home? Like, I'll play it at home, whether it's arcade mode or training mode. I don't know why you would bother to learn a fighting game with no training mode. That seems like the stupidest shit. And I don't know why you'd bother to learn a fighting game, really, without frame data, especially when you have 3D modeling. And it's all different and it's not universal and you have to learn, like, why this does or does not work. She auto-blocks the first hit and gets stabbed by the second. So what's that? How does that feel as a Tekken player? Stand blocking most of the time because half of everything's a fucking overhead. And the lows are all, like, slow. That's very different from Street Fighter. And maybe even MK. It's not like overheads are so prominent. This game is nothing but overheads. That whips? Come on, man. These are all fake combos. It tells me how to crouch. You should say down back to block, not to crouch. You don't need to crouch, you need to block. I was gonna throw him. You don't even get the cool music. This stinks.
もう大丈夫だ。こちらは任せてくれたまえ。
はい。
Hi means yes. Whoa. I wasn't holding on to the controller. I was fucking scratching my chest. I didn't even have my hands on the button. And I fucking dropped that sky eye combo. Oh my god, this is fucking terrible. I'm just gonna press square and see what happens. I guess I'll move closer to him. I hit a button, he got me. I heard that low parries were good in Tekken 8. That's kind of cool. Somebody was saying, well, I guess whoever said this was wrong, that you don't get a combo off. I think the way you need a combo is just different. This is a total joke. Why do they have 5 stars on the difficulty? Where's 2 and 4? It's just 1, 3, or 5. Another one? This is fucking boring. This is like the gimmick goofball thing where it's like you have one life. Yeah, survival mode. You have 1 life bar. I hate that. There's arcade mode and time attack mode and survival. And it's like, hey, IGN, that's all the same mode. It doesn't deserve a 9 out of 10, you dumbass. Fucking these journalists. You listen to journalists, you listen to commentators. Don't listen to the top 8 players. Oh no. He jumps. You try and sidestep, you get a jump. That's all he's doing. Hi. Oh, this stinks. Why'd you have to beat me so hard, Nina? I could have kept the real game going.
Tekken
shoonish. He said something about his dinner being too spicy.
I'll have to handle this myself. Do you have the target in your sights? Prepare the SWAT team. I'm going in.
What is that hole burnt on the screen? Is that my I don't think that's my monitor. That's like some weird circle. That's only in this game. It's like a red egg. I wonder if that's there when my monitor is
I could tell by the look in his eyes that he was telling the truth. A few days later, I headed
to burn on my monitor. It'd be kind of funny.
The old guy I'd contacted was already waiting for me.
The old guy I contacted.
Where we'd arranged to meet. I'd like to know more about the mystery of the Hachijo household strength. I decided to be straight up, which seemed to knock the old timer back.
This is really terrible.
I didn't believe in devils.
The story's boring, and playing this fake version of the game is also very boring.
He had said to me that Kazuya's blood cursed the Mishimas. The archive
Violet Systems. Everybody's got their corporation.
His wife Kazumi belonged to. I arranged to meet a
Kazumi?
guy who served the
Kazumi?
family many years ago. If Kazuya had inherited Kazumi's blood, then maybe this guy could help me. But my efforts were in vain. The old man knew nothing. Then, when I thanked him and was made to leave,
Demon be gone. Playing in the Crimson River in the mouth of which he lies. I think it's supposed to be lays. How long will this playing go on? Oh boy. Anime's too soft and slow. I need it bombastic. Even that K-pop I listen to. I need the fucking, you know, the real club bangers, the dance beats.
Rhyme in the Hachijo family. When I heard it, I froze. What if the demon represented a mysterious power? Red referred to blood, and the river symbolized a bloodline. As the
But then had a rebellion.
I shook my head in horror.
This sucks. Akuma. That's so weird. He plays a part in the story. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I guess Akuma was in the game since day one. I thought maybe he came out during season 1, but no, he was there from the beginning. This is kind of ridiculous. So then, will Akuma have a place in Tekken 8? Maybe it'll be Ryu. This is like Fox Kids cartoons. Something about this is not cool. Because this is like an action scene. It's not telling the drama of the character interaction, the plot events. I think that MK11's story was really great. It did a lot, and it was exciting. More exciting than even the game. I'm Akuma. Damn, look at this, look at these sweet combos. I'm a Street Fighter player. I don't know what that slowdown was about. So slowdown during a game would be kind of weird. I'm pressing XXX and circle, circle, circle. Can I dive kick? How do I, demon kick? Demon dive kick. Look at these power crush bullshit moves. Can you throw them? Can you throw somebody? I guess they wouldn't really charge it like that.
Ci hanno riferito che un essere disumano è apparso in Estremo Oriente.
That's Claudio. He went Hulk. Oh no. Jack 7, and there's 7 of them. Now we're gonna join together and fight these robots. We'll be back.
He's not registered in our database.
Like a Batman Rolodex of all the villains. Again, we're just watching. So again, games are not about watching something happen, it's about thinking and deciding how I want to act and interact. Now I'm Kazuya again. Or I mean, whoever it is. You know who it is. Look at that perfect sidestep up electric. You couldn't do that. Look, I'll do it again. Don't even need to hit him. Just need to show him to him, you know? It's a nice triangle combo. To the wall. Nice wall carry combo. Triangle, triangle, triangle. Try that at home. Damn, he comes in splatting. You do a nice wake up kick. Double triangle. Side switch. American reset. Forward lunge. Nice big swooping high-low crush. 2-1 high-low crush. Word salad.
我が名は豪輝。和美殿の願いに従い、うぬと三島和也に死をもたらす者。
平八さんを殺してください。
There, it's like just like American theater. These Japanese dialogists they're trained to portray the same inflection. かしば、なおちましょうじゃ。かかって、かかまなな。
バカバカしい。その話が本当なら、なぜ今頃になって現れた。
Fucking memoirs of a geisha over here. We're gonna fight again. I like the song. Do like the pinch harmonic. Can't really see. And the other thing about this is it's a 3D game, so the moves are going to be longer. The moves are going to be, you know, what, 9-10 frames minimum. So compare that to like a 3 or 4 or 5 frame in Street Fighter, or even a 6, 7, 8 in Mortal Kombat. This is going to be on average 10, 12, 14, if not longer. So you're going to commit to something and it's going to be like an enormous animation. And then someone else is going to, or the AI is going to press something faster, you're going to get frustrated. Like, I keep trying to do this move, it's too slow. What the hell are these moves now? Oh, now he blocked it. Yeah. How do I do my, what's it called? And then you grab him. I want to do my, EX fireball. I guess it doesn't have that. No, not that. Oh, he has a kick out of it. Why don't I just do that? Am I dead? No. Another life bar? Dragon Punch. R1. I don't know what's going on. Was that cool? You'll have to tell me. I think this is some goofball shit. Now, why do the games not feel like that? Why do the games not feel like they look in the cutscenes?
Explosion confirmed at the Mishima dojo. We've lost sight of Heihachi Mishima.
まさか母が平八と俺を殺そうとしていただと。とんだ茶番だ。
He's happy about that. I guess that's his rival. So Kazuya manages G Corp. Why not call it K Corp? What is it? What is G?
The minute I got back from Kyoto, I learned that the war had escalated further. The world's media was buzzing with news about the Zaibatsu, including the attack on Lee's Violet systems. It was then that I received an email from Lee himself, saying he wanted to introduce me to someone who was well versed in the Mishima Zaibatsu's affairs. At last, my
I feel like the ending cutscenes after Tekken 3 arcade mode was more exciting than this.
Lars Alexanderson.
What is this shit?
こんな場所に
The one frame comic in Injustice 1 arcade mode was cool. The character endings, what's their ending? Who has good endings? Tekken 3, Injustice 1, I guess MK9, I don't really remember though, but probably. I don't think I ever did MK10. Or 11. Street Fighter 3? Yeah, I guess. Not Street Fighter 4 or 5.
感動の再会、まさにエクセレント。確保したジンの状況は。
So that's all we're doing, just waiting for fighting games? Alright, I mean Street Fighter 6 is not far off, but I'm telling you dude, 92 millisecond response. Come on, man. All these kids that played Street Fighter 5, they got into Street Fighter with Street Fighter 5 and then grew to hate it and resent it. They're not going to understand why they hate Street Fighter 6. Because they don't know about input lag. They don't know it's such a thing. And I mean, especially now, there's all this hype and all this peak, like market evaluation, $1 million for Street Fighter, and you know, 12 million players of Hogwarts Legacy. It's like they got nowhere to go but down. It's not like we're coming out of something. We're heading into something, a downturn. Even in gaming, you don't have the excuse anymore. So, what's going to happen when the games are not good? Like, you can only inflate something with marketing so long. And what's going to happen year 2? $1 million for Street Fighter. Well, what is next year? It's going to be 2 million? It's going to be less. You're not going to be able to keep that up. Like, what are they thinking? I don't know what they're thinking. 500K would have been like, all right, cool. That's reasonable. $1 million? It's not. It's like, I'm not saying the player who wins it isn't worth it. I'm saying the game is not worth it, and I know already, having never played it. Come on, $1 million for Street Fighter 6? Are we looking at the same game here? Are we looking at the same stats here? And then what's Tekken gonna do? $7 grand for a Panda player? What's NetherRealm gonna do? Warner Brothers, I mean, they don't want to lose. Dude, I'm fucking stepping all over the place here, like it's like I'm a Clydesdale, like it's a river dance. And I'm blocking, holding block. What? She got me. Oh no, Hurricane Rana. There's a grenade at my feet. This is Looney Tunes. Alright, boo. I thought you were gonna try and make me take it seriously, but that's like the that's the defensive strategy. Oh, I was just joking. I wasn't trying to be serious. Oh, okay, well, I guess no one will take you seriously ever then. They just take the whole bed. Oh, I have my blades out. What was that game called? It was only on the Wii. That's why it did so well. It was in black and white and red. Do it right now. Oh, I should have kept the rage. Whoops. It's gonna do no damage either. Well, okay. It'll do some damage. Just stay on the ground. You didn't see that coming down attack. Damn wall break. Damn side switch. See? Look at these, Am I still twirling? Look at these combos. Nina was my arch nemesis from the first level. It's like, sell a battle pass for $120 when you can get a year's worth of like 1,000 games for free to rent. I don't know how you do it. Do people just want to play one game? Because they learn how to play that game and they just want, like, I just need a game that works, and I learned how to play this game. It's working for me. I'm not changing. I guess that's true. But fighting games, who's that work for? The people who watch tournaments and don't play. Why you gotta be so negative? Well, frame data can go negative. Their movies jiggling. Now I was like zoned out, and then this fucking bouncing fun bags pulled me back in. Boy, they really got, you know, it's like staring at the sun. Again, they'll put the subtitles on the English cutscenes. So what, they got Jin back? From who? I thought he was with them. Why wasn't he with them? Why did they kidnap him if he was with them? Oh, he wasn't really with them. Good thing I got it. This fucking flamenco guitar.
What do they hope to achieve by sheltering Jean? This could be interesting to watch.
Still, it's not over yet. When I was younger.
Described him to me of how he'd escaped.
Look at how they dress in a corporate office.
Formed a rebel army.
And you go around with a cape like that every day, huh? And the gel in your hair? Really?
His eyes told a story.
He's just like purple dashing through the hallway.
The sterile air of violet systems.
Race to the elevator, Lars. Come on.
Lars explained to me that he was Heihachi's illegitimate child. Heihachi had fathered him to cast aside all doubt that he had the devil gene in his blood. Lars existed solely for that purpose. I could barely contain my excitement at not only meeting a blood relative, but also at learning this revelation.
So we really were supposed to be paying attention to
while Lars and Lee conversed,
the Bloodline Rebellion.
I heard something that shocked me.
Oh, the history of the who is who. Boo!
Jin Kazama, Kazuya's son and Heihachi's grandson. The hatred I had held deep inside surged through my veins like a tidal wave. Jin had put the wheels in motion that led to me losing everything. Then,
I don't remember that part of the story.
Putting his feelings into words, Lars muttered,
"To end this war, we have to put everything on Jin."
There was no mistaking what he had said.
Because we had subtitles on the English cutscenes. There's like this lens flare in the middle of my screen. It looks like a circle. I don't think that's in my monitor though. It could be. I mean, what game would have fucking done that? It's almost like it's a glitch, like it's a leftover lens flare from something that happened in this game. Oh, take a screenshot and see if it's in the screenshot. And then it's not in my monitor. Oh, genius. It's like there's a lighting effect in the camera. Whatever, this game stinks. I mean, Tekken 7's a cool fighting game, but this story mode sucks.
大会も中止じゃ。
Walk in front of the camera and look up. Sick of these devs not going to film school. Do it.
He's alive? That was the first thing I thought when I saw Jin Kazama. I took the opportunity to quietly pocket a screwdriver.
What?
The man who had stolen everything from me lay before my eyes. An opportunity like this may never present itself.
He's gonna murder him? He's the key to ending this war.
It was as if Lars could read my mind. He explained that when Jin woke up, he would try to use Jin's power to put a stop to all the fighting. All I could do was nod in agreement.
Like Power Rangers villains.
例の準備はできておるか。はい。鍵となるのは豪気よ。和也とて安相手ではデビル化せざるを得まい。
If you're following along, you're gonna have to fill me in.
和也がデビルであることを暴いた映像を流せば、G社の信用も地に落ちる。その上で和也を葬れば、世論は三島財閥に一気に傾くじゃろう。 ドクター・アベルが残した最強兵器がわしの勝利を世界へ轟かせるのじゃ。和也よ、豪気もろとも決して
I have Injustice 2, I could play that story. I would do it. I don't know if I would play MK10's story. I think I tried that and I wasn't into it. But I like this idea of fighting game story modes. Because I guess a lot of them have them now. Maybe on PS4 it was easier to do, both in terms of making the cutscenes and justifying, oh, the space, because PS4 games can be as big as you need them to be. A PS3 game, you know, maybe they felt it was space limited, and you couldn't update it, so, like, why are they going to add it to? Why are they going to build a story mode?
殺す前に一つ聞いておく。貴様なぜ母のことを知っている？八条家の名残か何かか？かつて和美殿には命を助けられた。ただそれだけのこと。その借りを今返す。では見せてもらおう。その力どれほどのものか。
You get to play in this fake button scheme. It's like not even a match of Tekken. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, I guess if you flip over them, you want to do the axe kick like that. You don't want to do the you can't pick them up off the ground. I might have been slow. He low parried me. Put yourself in the corner, huh? No, do the I don't know what buttons. I guess both punches are not fireball. Well, in this, yeah, in this control scheme, Lord knows. What about Demon Flip Fireball? Does he have that? You have a dot on your forehead. What's that red dot on your forehead? Did George buy that sweater because it was on sale? George. I like how you got these sitcoms where it's like Chandler and Monica, and then you have another sitcom where it's George. Just the most boring name. What is going on? What am I fucking even doing here? It's not even a real game. What the fuck?
誠に風見を知っている。
三島和也がデビル化した映像、複数のカメラで捉えました。
This is fucking boring.
全てを終わったこと。最終承認システム起動。これで終わりじゃ。
You think he's gonna slap the thing because he's upset, and instead he just activates it with his palm print. I don't know if your entire hand has a print.
ついに全てが終わった。これで世界にわしの勝利が轟くのじゃ。
I couldn't take my eyes off the live broadcast. Next to me, Lee and Lars bark orders frantically.
It's fucking so boring. It has nothing to do with playing a match of Tekken, especially with this fake control scheme. I don't know what this story. I don't know who this boring ass reporter is. Is he really Jin Kazama? Is he Fukom Ram?
The demon-like creature you see on your screens is apparently Kazuya Mishima, said to be controlling G Corporation from the shadows. World leaders are currently debating whether to believe.
The reports just in that the creature has been subdued by the Mishima Zaibatsu.
I'd long assumed this war was between humans. That my family, my hometown...
I'd long assumed that... God, he's fucking dull. Take an acting class.
Ho esaudito le tue richieste. Ora non posso fare altro.
Zaitoichi.
世界の覇権はすでにわしの手に落ちた。貴様らはもう不要だ。
Diavolo. We've yet to confirm whether the footage you're seeing is real. If it is, however, it would seem Mishima Zaibatsu is on the side of justice. Public opinion is turning against us.
Talk like they're in Power
We're
Rangers.
running out of options.
問題ない。最後に笑うのは俺だ。
What do you think he said? It's like the bat signal, but it's Kazuya. So it's just these two people building an entire corporation to war against one another? That's kind of boring. They're like the megalomaniacs.
We have to get out of here. Move! Move! The Mishima Zaibatsu satellite has crash landed. Scenes of chaos unfolding.
まさか、和也。イハチ、貴様は俺を超えられん。
How many chapters do you think there are? A lot. I feel like it's wrapping up. No, he activates both of them. He breaks the whole screen. Look, he's remembering the past. Every time they go down memory lane, it's like leading up to the bitter end.
Zaibatsu downing their own satellite weapon and destroying an entire town left no doubt in my mind that this war was not between humans. The atrociousness of the fighting was inconceivable to the average person.
How come all these things like these Japanese stories have this really slow, like soft and subtle mood? It's like Front Mission has that,
changed every day.
MGS has that. It's just like it's too soft.
Probably the only
I need big explosions. I'm a dumb American. I need big dumb explosions.
To me, evil was that which had taken everything away from me.
Because it wants you to pay attention to.
Until I put a stop to it.
See, this idea of the product
So I
wanting
went
something
directly
from
to
the
Mishima
audience.
Zaibatsu
That's fucking wrong.
and
You need to
told them
give
I
it to
respect
me.
them for what they are. I knew I was risking my
That's the
life.
whole thing I'm saying about action games. You're supposed to try and learn and stress real hard. No, I fucking am not. Same with this story. You're supposed to pay attention to who to invest your emotions in the importance of the story of the character,
Dressed in black approached me silently and told me
and then
that
pay
Heihachi
attention to
had
when
been
he's at the library reading the Wikipedia article on Heihachi.
placed in a
Give me
car
a fucking break, dude.
different direction
This shit is
from
lame.
headquarters.
I hope there's nothing like this in Tekken.
When I
Just give me the
arrived at my
versus mode and the
destination,
training mode. You think frame data is going to be in that game? Hell no. Maybe, wait a minute. Maybe Tekken 7 has a frame data mode now. So maybe it will be in Tekken 8. That'd be a miracle. Need to learn. Need to know what it is.
貴様、三島家の真実を報道したいというのであれば、相応の情報は持ち合わせているのであろうな。
At that time, I had no idea why Heihachi had suddenly agreed to meet with me. His eyes latched onto mine, filling me with unshakable fear. I have delved deep into the history of the Mishimas from Jinpachi Mishima to the family's connection to Kazumi Hachijo. The year you declared the establishment of the Mishima Zaibatsu was the same year your wife Kazumi passed away, and that your son sustained terrible injuries from falling off.
I'm zoning out. I'm zoning. I know this is a fighting game, but I'm
That
zoning.
sounds like one hell of a coincidence now, doesn't it?
ほう、なるほど。ただの記者ではなさそうだ。
Is he like Lizard Man in Soul Calibur 2? Journalist Man? Tekken 7 bonus character? Who do I want to see? Ogre. Ancient Ogre.
At that time, I had no idea
Not
why
true
he
ogre.
wanted me to reveal
The,
everything on his
the
behalf.
Aztec.
But I was getting so close to
Other
the
than
truth
that,
I
I
had
don't
long
care.
fought to uncover that I couldn't turn down this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You think Kazumi's gonna be in it again?
Devil's blood in Kazuya and the blood of
Or
Kazumi's
Eliza?
family, the Hachijos, remains shrouded in mystery. I listened closely to every word, each step inching closer to the
I listen closely to every word.
あやつがわしの父、ジンパチの道場に来たのは、まだ年半もいかぬ少女の頃じゃった。共に汗水流し、武道に明け暮れる中、つまりライバル。武道とは、真偽ともに己を追い込む孤独な世界。和美は次第に、わしにとって唯一無二の存在となっていった。
Is this a waste of time? Who knows?
わしらは幸せじゃった。特に和美は
I like the birds on the roof watching.
ても痛くないほど
Why do they do that? It's like, here's an object in front of the frame of the camera. That's not some cinematic trope, that's just bad. I hate this.
稽古中、和美が突然倒れおった。和美は信じられぬほどの高熱を出しており、急ぎ病床に寝かせたのだが。
I'm bored.
和美。
So she's coming back like a ghost?
She tried to kill you?
じゃが翌日、熱が下がった和美は、前日の出来事を覚えておらず。
Look, the candle is in front of him. And you can't even see his face. You can't even see it. It's embarrassing.
そしてある日よっふんほっうんせい和美
貴様はいずれ世界を脅かす存在になる。
何の夢を見ている
故に今死を与えるのだ。
Sucks. Oh boy. What merit is there to finishing playing this if I can't understand what they're saying? I'm not going to turn on subtitles now. It's too late for that.
我ら八丈家は貴様のような人間を消すために太古から存在しておる。その使命を今果たす。
Well, what costume is that? Whoa, what? He's having like flashbacks? These fucking power crushing moves are bullshit! This is absolutely absurd. And the funny thing is, you're gonna say, okay, these new players are gonna love one-button electrics. But see, you don't need an electric. You need a fucking 10-frame stand jab, dude. You're gonna take away some of the most fundamental normal moves and pokes from any fucking player. Just sidewalk. Look, I'm dead. Look, you lose. How is this a fucking fun game? What is going on there? I'm fucking holding block! Getting hit out of a fucking cutscene? What was I saying? Oh, so you have this, like, bogus control scheme. You have this bogus control scheme. But it takes away, and it just all these big power moves that are gonna whiff and miss, or get blocked and punished, or that are gonna get interrupted and crushed and not hit, and everybody's still gonna complain. Like, you don't need an electric, you need a jab. You need a low. Maybe you don't need a low in Tekken, but I mean... Motherfucker. Because I'm already committed to a move. Like, just hit her with a jab. Would you fucking hit her? Look how happy they were. Who cares? So who's June? June is Jin's mom, and Kazumi is Kazuya's mom? Who cares? I'm not into the whole yokai geisha look. Like Naya or who's that girl from Killer Instinct? That character's cool though. What happened to Killer Instinct? You know, Killer Instinct 2. You could put that on everything. Well, they wouldn't put it on everything, they'd just put it on Xbox. We're gonna make one exclusive fighting game. Alright, Phil, that's a great idea. Dumbass. game's got to be really good. Really good input response. Simple system, not convoluted and overcomplicated like 5 green bars at the top.
私を殺せるのですか？私を殺せば憎しみの連鎖が。話してください、平八さん。私を愛しているなら。
いいよ。もはや貴様はカズミではない。ならば。
Damn. Must really not like her. It's pretty immature. Moited.
So that's how you killed your wife.
もともとわしを殺すために三島家に送られた女。ならば、花から殺す運命。
But why did you drop Kazuya off a cliff? He was just an innocent boy.
Look again. Is his face supposed to be covered so you don't know who he is?
落とせば死ぬであろう崖に落とし、生きて戻れば人間でないということになる。そして奴は
Maybe it's Chris Redfield.
案の定それでは死ななんて。
Oh boy. Playing this game makes me feel like I want to play something else.
あの時和也を殺しておくべきじゃった。もう足に残された道は一つ。
I mean, anything else.
真実を語り、世に是非を
Sorry, Rada.
家族を殺され、貴様はわしを恨んでおるのだろう。
How do you know about that?
バカめ！貴様のことなどとうに調査済みじゃ。バックにナースたちがいることもな。
Oh, I guess this is where they're revealing who he is, but I'm not.
Let me know one thing. What does this war mean to you?
When I came to, I was on a wharf with Lars. I had no
Where
idea
the
where
subtitles?
I was or what he was doing there. Lars
I was
sent
on a
me
wharf.
a message from the Zaibatsu telling him to come here.
Were
He
you at a gay
bundled me
rave?
into his car and then took me back to Violet Systems. As we drove back, Heihachi's words ran through my mind over and over. Why did he let me interview him like that? Why did he leave everything to me? And what was that mournful look in his eyes? Question upon question whirled through my mind, but not a single answer.
戦いとは最後にどちらが立っているか、それだけのこと。行くとするか。
Rub the sleep out of my eyes. What does this all mean? What has this been for?
Everything went down only a few hours later. I couldn't believe
Everything went down, so it's the ending.
Lee was fervently trying to ascertain Heihachi's whereabouts.
None of these characters are even interesting. Lars and Lee, and all the Mishimas. What about Brian?
The man I'd spoken to was.
What about King? You don't have anybody cool in here. Nita's gone. I guess, what's her name? Alisa blew her up. You know, I'm just realizing now, there's not even that many fight scenes in this mode. What the fuck? fuck? One button electric. Look. Now you're gonna start reading the fucking inputs? Why can AI not be done well in a fighting game? I don't understand. It's the one genre that needs an AI training. Because if you go, well, you're just playing against the mind of the opponent. Well, you're gonna play dumb players and you're gonna outsmart them. What does that mean? Then it's supposed to be about learning the appropriate details of your character's move list, the frame data and what attacks they have, and solving problems when you encounter them and controlling space. Moves clash, different distances, different scenarios. The AI should be able to help you train that. And all you do is stand there and input read. It's like literally AI. You could have an artificial intelligence CPU learning your habits and building this training model against you. Didn't Killer Instinct have that? The Shadow Fighter, Shadow Jin or whatever? And Virtua Fighter 4 had it, the original one. You could train an AI fighter. What am I gonna side switch and I'm playing as? Oh boy. Kazuya now. His third eye. This is ludicrous. Gets a receding hairline. What is it called? A widow's peak? Fucking holding block. Look at this. The exact moment. It's like, am I controlling Kazuya? Because every time I hit a button, he does an attack. How funny. How funny. So then you're just learning how to beat the AI's, counter AI's buttons rather than... Again, how do you teach fighting game strategy when it's completely invisible? And only people who've been playing fighting games for 20 years and reading tutorials written by tournament players and watching tournaments and playing in tournaments know. And everybody has a vested interest in cheating their way to victory and not teaching anybody. No, I didn't mean hitbox. Just saying, to really, advance the game forward, I don't know if people want to do that anymore. When it's all going to change, and then be killed by the developer. How is... I wonder if Tekken 7 lasted longer than it did because they had to, like, keep Tekken 8... They had to keep Tekken 7 alive longer and keep developing Tekken 8 longer. I wonder if that's going to benefit them. I mean, of course I think it will. But this is kind of it. If fighting games are ever going to do anything, it's going to have to be this year. I mean, shit, have you ever watched Call of Duty League for Modern Warfare 2? I don't know how anybody... I mean, there's 100,000 people watching it any given day. I don't know what they're looking at. 10 people who you can see through the wall... 10 people who you can see through the wall... And these commentators that are just, like... flashing back and forth between different player cams right as they die. And then, like, double heads-up display on both sides of the screen. It's horrible. It's the most horrible viewing experience. At least fighting games are simple. You got a life bar, 2 characters, and a guy in a suit. This is really boring to watch. Feels more like Soul Calibur than Tekken. Just like goofball shit. This turned out to be a colossal waste of time. It just makes me want... Sometimes you play games and you think like, man, Video games are fun. It really makes me want to play something else. Not because this game's fun, but because video games are fun. Are you serious? Look at my health bar. I gotta regain my, Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna win. I can't win any of these trades. Maybe, oh, do you think this is the end? This is the last boss? Well. And they turn my life bar down. Just do triangle moves. They turn my life bar down to make it feel like it's a comeback. No. Now he has rage. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's gonna win these trades. I'll lock him. Okay. He has fucking super armor. What the fuck? What's going on here? I rolled by the block. He was still rolling. He was still rolling. Again, he's gonna win. Button input. And this is easy mode, folks. Alright, just keep doing the square combo. Do the low kick. No. You better hit him. He's gonna win again. Do it, standing one combo. Oh, I tried to run underneath him. That's it. This is fucking terrible, dude. This is easy mode. This is what I'm saying. This is terrible. Terrible, dude. It's terrible. Because you don't have the real character. So he doesn't move. You don't have all your attacks. You only have these like special attacks. Maybe I'll try circle. I think action games are trash. Action games should not try and be story games. Ooh, maybe. Story. Dodge! Up! Constantly! Up! Again and again I press the button. And it's like he just crouches upward. He doesn't fucking step, he doesn't jump, he doesn't do shit! What is this power armor? Double electric Kazuya? It's side switched! This game sucks! It's terrible! It's terrible! Look, doesn't walk down. Walk down! Doesn't fucking walk down. Press, and then release, and then press and hold again, and he steps and ducks, he doesn't sidewalk. It's terrible. It's terrible. Easy mode, story mode. Final boss. This is a joke. This is what I'm saying. As a story gamer, you want to mash buttons. And as an action gamer, you want to execute something according to fair strategy. So this has a cheap boss. What's the cheap move? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. The DualSense is shit. Shit at fighting games. It's too stiff, it's not loose. It's not loose. There's something about fighting games where isn't okay. Here's what I'm thinking, right? What is that shit, dude? You're thinking, how come everything I do doesn't work? I don't want to learn why what I'm doing is wrong. I think there's something to that. Whereas in an action game, it's like Dark Souls. Like with like with Dark Souls, right? You go, I'm gonna try and do something, whether it's blocking or rolling, and you feel like you're on the right track. And you go, I'm gonna try and do something, see if it works. It didn't work, okay, I'll keep trying. The enemy's doing something, okay, I gotta do something that. So you're trying to implement your own offense, and you're trying to avoid the boss's offense, let's say, in like an Elden Ring and Dark Souls game, right? But in fighting games, there becomes this attitude where it's like, I don't want to think about the opponent. All I want to do is my stuff, and that's completely wrong. So you wind up looking at the opponent and going, okay, What is he gonna do? You have no idea. Well, how do I deal with it? Well, you can either block or dodge it. And then what do? Do you punish it? Maybe. And you don't have it. It's not like, well, how do I punish it? Well, R1 is your attack button. No, you have 6 attack buttons, and each of those have any number of attacks linked to a direction. And that's if the move is even punishable, right? Then you think, well, let me do some stuff. I want to do some stuff. And you press a button. Oh, no, he ducking uppercutted it. Well, what do you mean? All I did was a stand jab. A stand jab is no good? That's absolutely absurd. What about this move? It's some big, stepping, swinging, sweeping move, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. All he did was a low kick and it interrupted me? What is this? So there's like a lot of information about the strategy that's not... It's not clear. If it's confusing visually, and then you're not going to explain it with a frame data menu in the game, and then you're going to give novice players a button mash mode, and even that's going to fail against the final boss, it's like, at this point, and it's $70 plus DLC, and you wonder why fighting games are so niche. I mean, come on. Look, I tried to step up. He doesn't do it. And then, oh, don't let me say this game's got a 75 millisecond response. Don't let me mention that. Oh, you can't duck those get-up kicks. You have to block them standing. Oh my fucking god. But it looks like you can duck. Well, you're wrong to think it looks like that. I think he has. God fucking cocksucking, damn it. What do you do against that getaway? Well, you can't. What is this power crush shit I'm blocking? I don't think you can block that. I really hate power crush. I think it's the lamest mechanic ever. He swept him. I think 2 into a 1 combo in this mode works. I think the 1 combo is better. That misses. Look, power crush. What? Look at this shit. So I pressed up to step. R1. Terrible. It's on easy. I can't drop the difficulty any lower. So where was Kazumi? Oh, maybe I did fight her. I don't remember. This was terrible. Would I save his life? So I threw him down here to fight him in the pit of hell? Look how angry fighting games make me. Why do we fight? To find that answer? Bullshit. I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh yeah, volcano stages should be banned. I think you're right. I think we can all agree. No red stages. I think the best red stage is Hell and MKX. That's a good one. Oh, he gets his headbutt. we got that tattoo on the back of his chest. He got the purple blown. So is Kazuya the good guy the whole time? Well, there's like a roach growing on his bald head. Oh, and now he throws him off the cliff. Oh. It's like what he did to him, but he's now doing it to him. Oh. So he's the real devil. Devil Kazuya. It's too bad we couldn't know what he said. Epiphany. Oh. I have something else I need to do.
I'm lucky to still be alive. No normal person
Is that
can
Abel?
understand the reality of everything I've seen. The truth of it all. Our world was dragged into a war between humans and devils. I'm just one person, but it is my job as a reporter to get the truth out, which is exactly why I'm writing this piece now. One day, the fighting will end. I just hope that when it does, the world will be at peace.
Are you not supposed to know who he is, or is he no one? Well, that was fun, I guess. I'll probably play more fighting game story modes and get pissed. I think that fighting game should be difficult. Because really the purpose is just to, I don't know, learn fun characters and fight. Maybe all these bonus modes were a distraction. Story mode, tutorial mode, challenge tower mode. But remains to be seen. 2023 is going to be the year of fighting games, the second coming. We'll see how Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, even Project L later, and Tekken 8 shapes out. T7.